Welcome back to the AB Scout Project. I'm Krager. This is Alpha Bravo, and today, better late than never, we have Studio Series 86 Springer, and it looks really good. Before we get down to him, though, we'll take a look at the backdrop that he comes with. This comes with the Battle of Autobot City there. It's pretty neat. You can kind of see all the explodies and stuff out there. So, really pretty decent. So, it's pretty neat, and as you can see, it comes at a decent size where, he's framed in really well, so that's a good job. Good job with the packaging and with the stage. It actually makes it useful. So, all right, let's go ahead and clear the stage, and we'll look at the figure. And here we have the Springer in this robot mode here, and you can see they've done a lot of work since Siege here. It is a heavy retool of Siege, but you see it looks pretty good all the way around. And he does come in at a leader price point, and where that price point came in was extra engineering, which let's go ahead and pull in Siege so you can see that. So you can see where they came in, because they have the slightly slanted chest plates to make him look more like the animation. They did a lot better job on the head sculpt there. So it looks more, they changed it just enough where it looked better. Yeah. And of course, a big thing is the slanted pauldrons here, which the other one didn't have. And they added, the hand grip type of thing. So besides remolds and additional joints, the other thing that takes up the leader price point is all the accessories. All right, first we have his rotor blade sword, so more reminiscent of the original G1 release. And we'll look at that more at the chopper mode. So, like I said, more representative of the G1 release where the sword was his rotor. So that's pretty neat. You've got just the basic sword. So that one appearance in that one episode, you've got that sword. You've got his G1 sword. So that's pretty neat. Or sword. G1 gun. And blown up to where it's properly proportional. So that's really cool. You get the Wrecker's hammer. So you've got a place for the, let's see if you can actually see that. Actually has a place for the Wrecker symbol in there. They just didn't include it. And most of these have these tabs here that you can plug into these slots all over them and on the back, things like that. It's really difficult to get all of them on him at once, but I'm sure it's possible. Then you have the missile from the one scene in the movie where he loads the giant crossbow rocket launcher, and you can even put blast effects back there. So that's pretty cool. And then, of course, the Siege guns. Just because, hey, we had to reuse the mold, so these came out of the mold, so we'll just stick them in the package. Obviously, this was in the same one as the legs there, which will bring Siege Springer back in here. You can see those legs are pretty much just completely reused. There is no remolding on the legs. The thighs are different. The crotch is the same, but the hips are different. Of course, chest and head is different. The forearms are the same. Hands are different, of course, because you got the opening hands. The upper arm is different, just because that's different place where the wheels attach, since the wheels are attaching straight to the arm. And of course, the backpack is different as well. So you can see very few reused parts, but I think we get a more animation accurate Springer out of the deal. And it still has those Siege feet that you've got to really play nice with them for them to stand up straight. Okay. Alrighty. For triple changer, let's start going through the triple change modes. And first up here, we got the helicopter mode. Now, the 86 helicopter mode, these don't seem to really lock in anywhere. They just kind of, at least I haven't figured it out, how to put them in there and keep them there so they're kind of floppy. I can kind of, force it into a place, but it still doesn't get level. I don't know. I may be missing something, but it just doesn't come around. But anyway, it still looks pretty decent. The propeller spins like it's supposed to. You got the intakes here. only complaint is that the blades are symmetric, or when they should be, asymmetric. Anyway, but that's a nitpick being an aerospace engineer. Everything tucks away everything underneath there pretty well, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, give you a 360 of it. And you can see the little exhaust back there. And of course the tail is exactly the same as the Siege. We're bringing the Siege here so you can see everything back there is the same. The transition, all the pieces, like I said, all the pieces and the legs are all reused. And so, yeah, and because the way they changed the shoulders, the wings are better on the Siege and they just don't work as well for the 86. But let's see if I can get you a good bird's eye comparison. You see all the changes they made there. And so, yeah. See some small changes at the front pylons and at the front intake. The cockpit area is about the same. They changed the back completely. The rotors are the same. They don't come with the center part dual sword. But yeah. And you see they took care of the visible head syndrome with the new version. So like that. So yeah. Not really much else to say about the helicopter mode. Like I said, that's like my biggest complaint right there, because there's no place for it to tab in really, or to really kind of click in. So I don't know. But anyway, one more spin, and then we'll go ahead and go to the car mode. And here we have Springer in his car mode, and he looks a lot like he did in animation. I like the fact that we can now do the angled little top things there, so that's pretty cool. And of course it does have the pylon sticking out past the front, like it should probably have. The only thing that I didn't like is that you still have just the cockpit, the helicopter cockpit. There's nothing to enhance or widen the cockpit, so that's about the only failing I see here. Otherwise, it's all gravy. It's all good. The tail end, of course, is still the Siege, because that's, of course, the leg stolen from Siege. We'll bring them both in here so you can see that those are exactly the same. Siege rolls a little bit better, but otherwise, not too bad. I'll give you a 360 here so you can see all the differences there. Yeah, I like this deeper scoop here, where this is just pretty blocky. So pretty cool. I'm going to show the top there. See the similarities, see the differences. Yeah. Underneath, again, a lot better with the visible head syndrome there. So, yeah. Pretty neat. Overall, I am pretty happy with the Studio Series 86 Springer. So, yeah. Not much else to say. Let's do our final decision. So, is this our new IDW G1 Springer? Definitely not IDW, because IDW is still the Thrilling 30. It'll always be the Thrilling 30. You're going to have to try really hard to find a better IDW Springer than the Thrilling 30. So, that's aside. For G1, the Siege still looks a little bit more like the toy, where this one is definitely the animation. I'm going to go with the animation side. So, for the animation, for G1, we're going to go with the Studio Series 86 Springer. So, the Siege is out. Now I've got 2 copies of that I gotta, get rid of. But the other one's still technically the G1 Marvel coloring, so that one can stick around. But anyway, our new G1 Springer is the Studio Series 86. All right, let's wrap this up. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining us on the AB Scale Project. Please like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, ring that bell, and I'll see y'all later.